Hey everybody on YouTube, I have a quick review for you guys today on the Air Jordan 1 High, the return. I'm going to start off by saying to follow me on Snups. What I mean by these aren't the 1.5s, I mean these aren't a hybrid shoe. These aren't in the same league as the Spizikes or Dub Zeros. These are not like that. These are a prototype, an OG prototype. Michael wore these. These never released originally, and these are not the exact same sole as the 2s. Just as the top, the upper, differs from the 1s in a little bit of ways too. So it's not just a 1's upper with a 2 outsole or in midsole like people think. It's not a hybrid. So I don't like the nickname coined by like forums and all that. These have history. That's why. Yeah. But yeah. So now into the shoes. This material up top, like this feels very padded. It feels very like thick, like there's actually cushion to it. There's some plush, and this leather around here is all soft. This is all really soft, just like the Chicago ones. This is all really soft up here. This is soft. This is soft. Now this right here is essentially, this is pretty. It's soft, but it's like nothing special. It feels like a really thin cut. And it's really, there's no like plasticky finish to it, but it's not super like plush or thick. Like this whole toe portion of the shoe is different, you know, than this. This just feels like your standard Jordan brand leather. Same thing back here. It feels like your standard Jordan brand leather. Kind of cheaped us out back here. And this all feels soft, but at the same time it doesn't feel as thick. This tongue has like a yellowish tint to it because they use like a yellowish foam for padding, as opposed to just being straight white. So let me see if I can get in there. It's like yellowish pinkish. You see that? So that's what's behind that's what's inside the tongue. Right here, a little up close look at this red leather. Come all the way across. So as you can see, it's not bad at all. It's actually pretty good, and it feels good to the touch. It's soft. Whereas this white leather, it's like the regular stuff we're probably accustomed to by now. But yeah, really nice in person. People say this is a lot narrower than the 1s. It's not that much narrower. The outsole may make it seem like it is a little bit narrow, but it's really not. I'll show you guys in a second. The inside, it's white and has a Nike Air. You won't be able to see it. It's too dark in here. But yeah, here's the outsole. As you can see, you got a Nike hit right here. A bunch of like weird little dot, like suction cup looking dot things. That's the outsole. It's pretty thick. As you can see, it's kind of narrower in the back. So let me pull those out real quick and show you guys how they look side by side to the 1s and to the 2s. So here's a side by side look of the Jordan 1, the returns, the regular Chicago 1s, and the 2s. So the reds are essentially the same. Well, they are the same. Different leather though, so it might look a little bit different in the video. So you can see right off the bat that this comes up higher than this does, and this is more true to the OG, like the '94 versions. It came up a little higher than this one does. There you go. Now you can see it better. Yeah. Side by side, look at the tongues. This tongue right here, the 1s have the Nike Air in white and red, and the returns have it in the black and red. Both got Nike Air though. Both got black laces. These did not come with extra laces, which is kind of disappointing. I mean, like whatever. Something I wish it did, but it didn't. So these aren't laced up, of course, but as you can see, the one higher the return, like from here up, it's like the exact same. From here down, it's just like a bigger shoe, a bigger looking shoe. Like everything is a little bit thicker, longer. That's what she said. Higher. So these aren't laced up, but if they were, you'd see that they are essentially the same, like height. I don't know why people are saying that the height was different and that these were more narrow. These, like, they are a little bit more narrow, but it's barely noticeable. You see that this is a little bit longer than this, and again, this is true to the OG. This is the return, and this is the regular OG 1 high. And the reason why they're about the same, like around the ankle wise, they're about the same narrowness or width. It's just these aren't tied up. But as you can see, these tend to come back up a little bit. Sorry guys, my camera cut off. But yeah, so I mean, there's minimal differences between these two. The biggest, like, look wise and everything, probably being, of course, the outsole, but the tongue colors and the height of the toes. Like, these side to side, they're about the same length. So your size in the Chicago 1s will be the same as the returns, but this is definitely, like, higher. So you have more space up here. Lengthwise, they're essentially the same. So yeah. So one of the reasons why I say these aren't the same, it's not a hybrid shoe, because the outsoles in these are different. From the back, they look the same. So yeah, that outsoles and midsoles, these are a little bit different. They have little different variations between them. The only real difference I've seen in the midsole was this portion. Zoom in on that. So you see how this, like, kind of like there's a divot here, a cut that goes down like that. You see that? That's non-existent on these. So this has, like, it's just like a straight, like, swoosh type of look, or it's just like that. And on the returns, there's like a divot going down, so it's like a little squared off piece. That's the main difference, of course, besides the outsole line, like the outsole lining. So coming across the whole way, you see it's a little bit different. Not the exact same. Well, there's a huge difference between the outsoles. So as you can see, the top is the 2, and the bottom is the Jordan 1 high is the return. So these have a bunch of little, like, hole perforation type things, I guess, like they're little suction cup looking. They kind of like those earbud things. You know, you put them on your headphones, the earbuds. That's kind of what these things look like. And of course, you got the Nike right there, and so you can see they're different. You got Jordan hit right here. This, you have all these different outsoles, completely different outsoles. Besides, and here's the one outsole for comparative purposes. So I mean, the 2s and the 1s kind of have a similar outsole, where this is kind of like a circular pattern in the first place, and this is, you know, these are like circular patterns right here too. There's more emphasis on the 1s. But yeah, so those are the variations and comparison between the 1s. This is softer. These are the Chicago 1s. This is just having them both in hand. I didn't realize, but this is definitely, like, softer. So it's not, the returns aren't as soft as these, definitely not. But this feels more padded. So this doesn't feel like a very stiff, like, hard leather. This doesn't either. This is soft. This is on par with the Chicago's. This just feels thicker. So maybe that has something to do with why it's taller. Maybe there's some, like, padding in here, and it's not just like leather on toes like the 1s are. There's some padding. I'll do an on feet video and everything, and I'll wear them this week and let you guys know how they fit by posting comments or something like that. But like I said, man, follow me on Snups, Twitter, you know, all that stuff at DLKicks1. Yeah, if you guys have any questions, man, let me know. So like, comment, subscribe. Peace out.